Allis Chalmers, the tractor builders, present More Power on the Ground. A total tractor concept that develops the power and speed to draw peak efficiency from tractor and implement. The Allis Chalmers Total Tractor Concept. An integrated combination of power, speeds, hydraulics, traction, and control. The total tractor concept is best demonstrated by the Allis Chalmers 7040 and 7060 tractors. 135 PTO horsepower, 160 PTO horsepower. The new look in Allis Chalmers Power. Massive, but sleek. And skillfully appointed and power assisted for strong driver satisfaction and lasting pride of ownership. The total tractor concept starts here with an Allis Chalmers built 6-cylinder 426 cubic inch power plant rated at 2300 RPM. The full skirted deep engine block carries a long throw 7-bearing crankshaft for peak power leverage on long pulls, and a direct injection fuel system that delivers a full charge to each cylinder on every intake stroke. Both the 7040 and 7060 are turbocharged. Exhaust gases drive a turbine wheel, which in turn drives a compressor wheel that gulps in fresh filtered air, compresses it, and sends it through the intake manifold. This high volume of moving air homogenizes into a uniformly suspended fuel-air mixture for even burning and full stroke power life. Intake and exhaust manifolds are located on opposite sides of the block. Helps keep incoming air cool. On the 7060, an intercooler drops air temperature as it leaves the turbocharger, which means it packs even more air into the combustion chambers. This denser air supplies more oxygen to burn fuel completely, improves total combustion for peak engine output and economy. Pistons, constantly sprayed with oil on the underside, keep a cool head even when working on full-bore tillage jobs. Also, engine oil continually circulates around a water-filled tube bundle. Another reason Allis Chalmers tractors don't get hot under the collar when schedules or weather pour on the pressure. Dual oil filters are inverted to trap sludge and prevent solids from draining into the crankcase when you shut down for the day. A bypass oil filter on the 7060 has an extra protection wrinkle. On each circulation cycle, part of the oil enters a superfine secondary filter that screens out even microscopic impurities. More filtering. Dry-type air cleaners with high-rise pre-cleaners take the air from above the dust zone. Fuel filters, too. This rectangular element has 3 times the filtering capacity of many conventional cylindrical types. Our throwaway cooling system conditioner traps corrosive elements, assuring free circulation of coolant and full dissipation of heat. Electric ether starting aid is standard equipment, and block heaters are also available for cold weather areas. Both give winter starts an extra boost. The Allis Chalmers Total Tractor concept gives priority to a powertrain that can move engine output to the traction point, avoiding power loss. The first step is our multi-disc wet clutch, hydraulically actuated for low pedal pressure and oil-cooled to keep down heat and friction. It's built rugged to take all the high torque output our big engine develops. It delivers peak transfer performance through bronze clutch facings. You can even feather this one without heat buildup or wear. The transmission is an Allis Chalmers built 20-speed powertrain with gear selections to match engine output and ground speeds for ideal implement performance and economy. The transmission complex has 3 integrated sequences. A shift-on-the-go Allis Chalmers Power Director high-low range. A 5-speed helical gear manually selected transmission. A fast-slow range that doubles the input for broader field and implement adaptability. 14 of our speeds are below 10 miles per hour, with 8 ideally placed between 2.5 and 6.5 miles per hour. An internal transmission brake, stop shaft and gear rotation for smooth, easy shifting. Longer life, too, because there's less gear clash. The basic transmission components are backed by an Allis Chalmers 2-year warranty, double that of most other guarantees. Planetary final drives put this big power on the ground, where it stays on the pull to make deep-running, wide-working implements pay off with full-cut performance and all-day peak production. This foot-operated power differential lock adds pull power when conditions soften up or one wheel loses its bite. Touch one or both brakes to release it. And our power disc brakes make tight turns possible and safe stops practical. The 7040 and 7060 have independent hydraulic clutch-operated PTOs, a combination 540 1000 RPM reversible shaft unit. And here's a safety twist. The PTO lever always returns to neutral when the engine is shut down. The hydraulic system has 45 gallon per minute capacity. Big muscle for big load demands. It's a 3-circuit system, which means full hydraulic power for both tractor and implement operation. No function is starved in favor of another. The first circuit operates the power director and lubricates the high-low range box. The second circuit handles the tractor functions, steering, brakes, cooling, and filtering. The third circuit in the hydraulic system is an exclusive closed-center, load-sensitive piston pump, supplying fluid power to the remote rams and 3-point hitch. The massive Category 3 3-point hitch features Allis Chalmers lower link draft sensing traction booster for both mounted and pull-type implements. Matches traction to draft automatically. Draft arms have almost 5 1/2 inches of vertical float. Implements follow ground contours, maintaining uniform depth. 2 remote outlets are standard equipment, and a third can be added as you need it. All have breakaway levers to help attach and detach hoses. All of this high torque power rides on 18.4 by 38-inch rear tires, power shift wheels or non-power shift as you prefer. The rear axle measures a full 3 3/4 inches in diameter, 96 inches long for regular wheel equipment, or 117 inches to fit dual wheel setups. In this command center, you're in complete charge. Power, speeds, hydraulics, traction, and PTO respond to your touch. Move with your demand. This is where you set the pace for production. So come on in, look around. The door swings wide, inviting you into armchair comfort. The cab is roomy, with full circle visibility through 41 square feet of tinted glass, and everything else to make your day move smoothly. From a pressurizer that keeps out dust and fumes, to turn signals when you hit the road for home. Standard cab equipment includes pressurizer, heater, 2-speed wipers, ashtray, coat hanger, dome light, turn signals. Some options you may want to consider: inside rearview mirror, AM radio, AM/FM stereo radio, 8-track stereo tape player. Once you've buckled into the adjustable high-back seat, you can fold down the armrests or leave them up as you prefer. Adjust the steering wheel to suit your reach. It telescopes and tilts. You have plenty of footroom. Clutch and brake pedals are suspended, and you have throttle control with hand and foot accelerators. Allis Chalmers console control arranges the transmission range lever, the PTO, and all hydraulic levers for easy right-hand operation. The non-glare instrument panel shows you the engine-actuated hour meter, tachometer, fuel level, and water temperature, and a monitor to check the engine, transmission, and hydraulic oil filters. Official tests rate the Allis Chalmers 7040 cab at a quiet 78 decibels. And even with 135 horsepower being manufactured outside, what a difference inside. A lot of easy maintenance features are built into our 7040 and 7060 total tractor concept, like these easy-off engine side panels. The entire engine shows up, making routine checks a snap. Swing-out batteries, about hip-high and so easy to check you do it more often. Down under fuel tanks let you keep both feet on the ground when you're filling up for the day. 2 sight glasses in the rear axle housing give you instant oil level readings, and no dipstick fishing when you'd like to be on the go. Suitcase front weights, 62 pounds each, can add over 1,000 pounds of counterweight. They slide on, there's no lip to lift over. If you prefer not to take a cab, this 4-post protective frame and canopy meet all current safety standards. That's our total tractor concept. 135 and 160 PTO horsepower. An ideal balance of power, speeds, hydraulics, traction, and control. To put it another way, all of the power that the engine can develop, the transmission can carry, the hydraulics can use, the traction system can apply, all under ideal operator control. The result? Completely integrated functioning. The ultimate benefit? Unequaled reliability and field performance. From Allis Chalmers, the rising power in big tractors.